Thanks.
Namacharya Papadani, Garuda Namo Vispudaya Krishna Bhutri Sumati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pachalini Vishesha Sunivadi Pachakya Vishesha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. The Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity again. This is the second time I'm fortunate to be here together with all the devotees here. As you know, my name is Yaduraj Krishnadas. So, everybody can understand English, right? Yes. So I'm from Malaysia. So I'm from a town called Taiping in Malaysia, in the state of Perak. It's about 60 kilometers down of Penang and about 250 kilometers north of Kuala Lumpur. So we have a center there. In Malaysia, we have about 30 centers, preaching centers all over Malaysia. But we only have one temple because Malaysia is a Muslim country. It's not very easy to build temple. So, but there are many Devas temple. Many Devas temple there. Many. So they already built. So now government are very strict. They don't simply give land to build temple. So because of the ISKCON, we don't have the opportunity to build temple. Anyway, we are preaching movement, so we don't worry much about whether temple or not, as long as we have a preaching center. So, but in Penang, there is one temple, big temple. There is only temple in Malaysia. The government has given land, so they built a temple. And other than that, all are preaching centers. Meaning that we like I have a house, something like this, then we convert it to a preaching center. So my place also is a preaching center. So Srila we were very fortunate because Prabhupada came to Malaysia in 1971. Prabhupada spent 5 years in Malaysia. That's why we are blessed. The land of Malaysia is blessed. So now, what do you call it? There are about 32 million populations in Malaysia. And out of 32 million, about 55% are Muslims, Islam, local Muslims. And then Chinese about 25%. Chinese basically they are Christians, they are Buddhists, they are atheists. Many of them are atheists, Chinese. Chinese don't believe in God, many of them. So, and then Indians about 7%. And out of the 7% Indians we have Tamilians, Telugus, Malayalis, Punjabis, Indian Muslim, all within the 7%. So it's about 2 million population. Today actually 5%. Yeah. So it's a big festival in Malaysia. The 2 big temples there, Kuala Lumpur and Penang, very big. Millions of people will come there. So usually ISKCON will go in, have book table, we have prasad distribution during this festival. So thank you very much for inviting me here. So I just came to India 2 weeks ago. I was in Madurai. Now 1 week I was in Madurai. There was a wonderful preaching program, a lot of preaching program. And then I came to Bangalore. Last Tuesday I came to Bangalore. So next Wednesday I'm leaving to Mayapur. I've been in Mayapur for 2 weeks. For what mercy they will be there. For 2 weeks then I'll go back to Malaysia. So I prepared this second material. How many of you attended my first part 1 Garuda Purana? So half of you. Okay. So anyway, I just put a few slides from first part into this, just to have the flow. Because because the first one was very basic. So anyhow, I tried to create a flow. So because it's much more difficult for me to go and extract for the second part, because the first part I covered most of it, but I tried to create a flow. So I've taken few slides from the first part and put inside here just to create a flow. So the title today here, you can see the journey of the soul after death of Garuda Purana. So the reason, like I said previously, the reason why I came up with this PowerPoint presentation, because in Malaysia, many people will call ISKCON for occasions such as Shraddha ceremony, 16-day prayers, 1 year Shraddha. This kind of occasion they used to call us ISKCON. Because other than ISKCON, nobody knows about this matter, Yeah, it's a very sad, nobody. So they used to call ISKCON, so we'll do prayers. And then in that prayers, they will ask what will happen to my father's soul, what I need to do in all, so many things. So for that, I started to do research. I started to read Garuda Purana. Actually, all of us, we don't have to read Garuda Purana, actually, So, but for preaching purpose, I read Garuda Purana. So, by that I was able to explain based on the scripture, So, and then after that, they got very interested in that, and many were asking questions. Then some devotees suggested, why don't we prepare some kind of a material and then we can teach everyone. So, for that reason, I decided to prepare this PowerPoint presentation, Journey of the Soul, and to explain, because many people know what is going on from birth to death. You can see. But after death, not many people know. In fact, 99% do not know. Some who knew something, all speculations. So for that reason, I studied Garuda Purana, and then I prepared this material. The first part I prepared, Journey of the Soul after death, on Garuda Purana prepared. I presented to many places actually. In Malaysia, many places I went and shared. And then in India also, I shared here, Bangalore, I shared Madurai, in Mayapur. So many places I shared this material. Actually, many people, they appreciate this information because it's totally new for them. And everyone was going to go through, and most of us going to go through this experience. So, the first part I did, and then the devotees say, why don't Prabhu you make the second part? And then in Madurai, the devotee already told me that, Prabhu, next time you come with the third part. They already sit down. So this information, let it be clear with all the devotees. All devotees are here. We all are following Bhakti. Okay? What you're going to see here is totally karma kanda. It's not meant for us. Let me be honest with all of us. Okay, if you perform bhakti, nothing to do with this. Okay, you chant, there's a Krishna will go back to Vaikuntha. Okay, what you're going to see is here is all for those who are performing karma kanda, not bhakti. They have to go through this. Okay, for the devotees, I'm sharing with you because you can use this for preaching. Okay, for preaching purpose. And some of it you can apply also in the domain of bhakti. For example, in Garuda Purana, Krishna told Garuda, you must offer pinda. Pinda, Garai pinda, rice bowl. Krishna never tell Garuda, you offer to me first, then you offer the prasad. He never did that. He said, just offer pinda. You understand? But in bhakti, Krishna says, you offer to me first. Correct or not? So it's different instruction, because this instruction is for those who are not performing bhakti. Okay? I hope you understand that. Okay? So some of these, most of it may not be relevant to us because we are doing performing bhakti. But but for preaching you can use it. Okay. So Garuda Purana became famous many years ago because of what? Because of this movie. Correct? But 15 years ago, Garuda Purana became very famous, even in Malaysia, became very famous. So, many times we'll go out to distribute Bhagavad Gita. They say, Prabhu, I don't want Bhagavad Gita, I want Garuda Purana. Do you have Garuda Purana? Why? No, I just saw Onion movie. So, Garuda Purana became very famous because of Onion movie. But what is Garuda Purana? Garuda Purana actually is conversation between Lord Krishna and Garuda. Garuda now, Krishna Bhagavan now. Garuda Keligipa. Ask question, Krishna will answer. So that is Garuda Purana. So what we have in Garuda Purana? Basically these are the major contents of Garuda Purana. Garuda Purana is Mukhimana Talipu. Krishna Bhagavan. Krishna will speak about that. He will speak of afterlife. He will speak of sin, life in hell, location of hell. He will speak about Yama and Chitragupta. And he will also speak about the description of the city of Yama. And then he will speak the various kind of punishment meted out to the sinners in hell. How to avoid sin while we are living on earth. How to avoid living a sinful life. Expiation of sin, atonement. How you can parigara. Pounds and parigara. What type of funeral rite should be performed for departed and what happens when they are not performed? Sraddha, let's say when you do, what are you supposed to do? And what will happen if you don't perform Sraddha? And then finally Krishna even spoke about liberation, moksha. How to get moksha? Okay, he spoke about that also in Garuda Purana. Okay? All of us are familiar, there are 8 major Puranas, 12 Puranagal. Vyasa we held it. So out of that, Vyasa they divided into 3 categories, 6 in Satvik Purana, 6 in Rajasic Purana, and 6 in Tamasic Purana. And within Satvik Purana, basically Satvik Purana glorified Lord Vishnu, the tribe. And this category is found in Padma Purana. Some people know, hey, this is biased, you all Hare Krishna Vishnu Bhakta, you all purposely created this category, But actually this is found in Padma Purana. This categorization is found in Padma Purana. Okay? So 6 Satvik Purana, and the top 3 among the 6 Satvik, Srimad Bhagavad Purana, Vishnu Purana, and Garuda Purana actually. 3 top it is mentioned. Top Bhagavad Purana, Vishnu Purana, and Garuda Purana. These are top within the Satvik, 6 Satvik Purana. Okay? Let me just say, once there's a boy who refused to study. And then the mother said, yeah, if you get all A's in your subject, our father will give you a kiss every day. And then the boy said, you think housemaid got all A's, father will give you a kiss every day. Okay, let's go to serious matter. This one I got it from the first part, just to benefit some other people. This is how our structure of body. We are spirit soul. Spirit soul wears 2 body actually, 2 types of coating. The spirit soul, where one is gross body, Panjabhut Sepata Udal, and Satal body, Sesma Udal, Iranda Udal, Atma Potru. 2 bodies. And the grass body is made of earth, water, fire, ether. And the subtle body is made of mind, intelligence, false ego. And we are the soul, the spirit soul. We are made of Satchit Anandam. That is spiritual. Sat means eternity. Sat. Chit means knowledge. Ananda means bliss. That's how our soul is made of. Can you imagine? Made of eternity, knowledge and bliss, Anandam. That is spiritual. And these 2 are material, subtle body and gross body, material body. Okay? At the time of death, what will happen? Subtle body and soul will come up from the gross body. From the gross body, from the gross body, subtle body and soul will come out. Okay? So we understand. And the gross body will cremate, will burn, will bury, gone, murichi. Right? And then the soul and subtle body. What I'm going to go speak to you for the next 1.5 hours, all going to be experienced by the soul and the subtle body. Okay? The journey to the Yamaloka, everything, going to be experienced by the soul and subtle body. Okay? You can understand that. Okay, let us first understand the nature of the soul. Lord Krishna explained in Bhagavad Gita 2:20. Can everybody read that? The Sanskrit sloka.
Jayate mriyate va kadachin nayam bhutva bhavita vana bhuyah ajo nitya shashvato yam purano na hanyamane sarire.
Somebody can read the translation.
For the soul there is never birth nor death, nor having once been does he ever cease to be. He is unborn, eternal, ever existing, undying and primeval. He is not slain when the body is slain.
This is the nature of the soul, all of us. Krishna said, we are unborn. Ajo means unborn. Nitya means eternal. Satsatoya Purana. Purana means very old. So there is no birth, no death for the soul. Nanyati mani sarire. Krishna says, Arjuna, why you worry? Even you kill your relatives, your grandfather, your guru, you're not going to kill the soul. So Krishna said, you don't have to worry. Even you cut, destroy the body, the soul is not destroyed. It is eternal. So this is the nature of the soul. Krishna explained Bhagavad Gita. So we have to understand now. Okay? Okay. Can somebody read that? 2:27.
Jadasya hi dhruvo mrityor dhruvam janma mrittasya cha tasmat apariharyat atta natvam sochitum arhasi.
Translation.
For one who has taken his birth, death is certain, and for one who is dead, birth is certain. Therefore, in the unavoidable discharge of your duty, you should not lament.
So, that is the nature. Okay, the moment we have come to this material world, we take birth, the death is certain. Once you die, birth is certain. Next birth, that is reincarnation. So this is what Krishna explained. So Arjuna, why are you worrying? Why are you worrying? Your duty as Kshatriya, you have a Kshatriya duty, so you perform a duty as Kshatriya. You'll fight. Krishna said, unavoidable discharge of duty. Krishna said, do not lament. So now we understand what is the nature of the soul. There is a wonderful pastime in Buddhist community. Okay? Very wonderful pastime. This is Buddha, Lord Buddha. Lord Buddha and Kisa Gautami. There is a woman named by Kisa Gautami. She had a child. But unfortunately the child died. Because of some disease the child died. And she was crying, she couldn't take it. That's the only child she had. And then she came to know there's a great Swami, Gautama Buddha is in the city, in the village. So she ran after Lord Buddha, she ran to see Lord Buddha, she brought the body of a child. And then she put the body of a child in front of Lord Buddha and she was crying, oh my Lord, please help me. This is the only child I have. Okay, please help me. Somehow you bring back the life of my child. And Lord Buddha became very pity of the lady and said, okay, I'll bring a child into life. But you have to help me. What do I have to do? You can bring my child back into life. You can tell me anything, I'll do anything for you. So the woman said, Lord Buddha said, okay, I'll bring your life, the child back to life. But you have to help me. You have to bring me some sesame seed. Bring some sesame seed. She was very happy. That's all. Only sesame seed. Yeah, she was about to run to the village to get the sesame seed. And Lord Buddha stopped her. And Lord Buddha said, yes, but another condition. You have to get the sesame seed from the house where no death have occurred before. No death have Ever happened in your house? That kind of house only you can get some sesame seed. She was running so happily to the village. And she went to one house and she said, my child died, and then the Lord Swami, he willing to bring back to the life. We need some sesame seed. Then she asked whether there's any death happened in your family before this. And the lady said, yeah, I'm sorry. Only last year my father died. Then she ran to the second house. And then she same thing. Then they said, sorry, only last month my mother passed away. And like that she went all the houses couldn't give her sesame seed because there was some kind of a death happened in each and every family. And then she became very disappointed, and then she came back to Lord Buddha. She came back to Lord Buddha and she said, I couldn't get even one house. All the houses, some kind of death have happened. So I couldn't get the sesame seed. And then Lord Buddha told her, Lord Buddha said, if all the families have death happen, why you can't accept that in your family there's also there will be death? Why you can't accept that? Lord Buddha then explained that the moment we take birth in this world, death is certain. Okay, according to our karma. That's why Lord Buddha explained to her, preached to her the nature of the soul, the nature of the material world and all that. She understood. And she accepted the fact that her son had died, according to the karma, and then she became the disciple of Garuda Buddha. Okay, let us see the size of the soul. We have explained to you the nature of the soul. In Svetas Avatar Upanishad, it is mentioned what is the size of the soul. Our hair, the tip of the hair, okay, the tip of the hair is a round shape. That's the tip of the hair. And then the Shastra said, the tip of the hair you divide to 10,000 parts. Can you imagine? The tip of the hair is already small, and you further divide to 10,000 parts. And 1 out of 10,000 is the size of the soul. That is what Svetas Avatar Upanishad says. So small, that's why even modern microscope can't see the scope, too small. Okay? So this is the size of the soul. Then we'll see where is the soul located in our body. The soul located, this is mentioned in Mundaka Upanishad. It mentioned that the soul is located at the bottom part of our heart, floating on the 5 times of air, that is prana, apana, vyana, samana, udana. These are the 5 types of air. The float is floating 1 over 10,000 part of hair, floating on the fire, just a small light floating, and that's what we are, just small. Can you imagine or not? We're so small. Okay, mosquito's soul is also same size. Even a whale or elephant or human, everyone. Same nature of the soul. There's no difference. And this is where the soul is located. Okay? Next thing, when a person dies, what will happen? When a person dies, according to Garuda Purana, when a person dies, immediately Yamaduta will come and take the soul to Yamaloka. Immediately. The moment the soul leaves the body, immediately Yamaduta will come and take the soul to Yamaloka. Immediately. That means another route. Can you imagine? There's another path for them to travel. Okay, immediately they will come. And they will stand in front of Yamaraj. They will stand. And they will stand in front of Yamaraj, and Chitragupta will open the book. Every one of us have one book. Everyone. So now Chitragupta is watching. Recording every activities. So Chitragupta will open the book. And he'll open the book, and he will say, this soul has committed so many sins. And Yamaraj will ask, you have done so many sins. What atonement you going to do? Yamaraj will ask. What atonement you going to do? Na parigara you going to do. But the soul couldn't remember anything. Blank. Couldn't remember anything. And Yamaraj will take a Yamadanda, kind of a danda, will take, made of metal, and will knock on the head of the soul. Will knock. The moment the Atma contacted Yamadanda, then the soul will remember everything. Will remember everything. And the soul will start to cry, start to shout, start to cry. And then Yamaraj will ask, you have done so much sins, what are you going to do? What atonement are you going to do? And the soul will reply, my children will do, my wife will do, my family will do, my brothers will do. That's what the soul will reply. Then Yamaraj will say, okay, you go and see. You go and see. And then Yamadutarga will bring back the soul to the house where he left the body. He'll come back. Then he'll come back, he can see. Then his body lying, everybody crying, you can see. He'll be floating. Okay? So it is mentioned, the moment the soul leaves the body, goes to Yamaloka and come back to earth, it will happen within 48 minutes. 48 minutes. The moment you leave the body, go to Yamaloka and come back to earth, 48 minutes pass by. That is why it said, within 48 minutes, you should not do anything to the body. You should not cremate, you should not burn. You understand or not? You should not. Because there is a possibility the soul can come back. Possibility. Possibility. So it is mentioned, Garuda Purana says anything to do after that 15 minutes. You understand? Okay? The soul will come back and then will be wandering. You can see the cremation, everything. It will be wandering there. You can see. It's your wife, children, family, everything. You can't communicate, you can't speak. They can't see you. You can see them. Okay, please explain. And Garuda Purana mentioned that the son taking calm courage should offer rice bowl to the father, refraining from tears, you should not cry. Okay, when somebody, because the departed has inevitability to drink the bitter tears let fall by his relative, and they should not weep when sorrow is useless, they can't come back to life. So you should not cry, because it is mentioned, when you cry, tears, flames, all that, they will be forced to eat that. Yamaduta will force them to eat. Can you imagine? They will force them to eat. So it is mentioned, it's not.
Grace Yaduraj Prabhu ki
Jai.
Okay? So of course it's difficult. Right? It's not easy. I can tell. Even now, my mother passed away, my father passed away. Okay? So it's not easy actually. But you have to understand the fact, the philosophy. Okay? So the advice here not to cry, because some people will, will cry. In Malaysia, there's funny thing, there is a group now, you hire them, you pay them, they will come and cry for you. Can you imagine? I don't know how it's in India, but in Malaysia, we have a group. You just pay money, they'll come, some oldies, partying எல்லாம் அண்டிங் எல்லாம் வீட்டில் வேற ஒன்றும் வேலை இல்லைல்ல, காசுக்கு வந்து ஒப்படைப்பாங்க.
In India, they'll happily chat in the road. The moment they enter the house, they'll start crying. I have seen that in villages.
Yeah. So, but these people do not know what's the useless of crying, what will happen. So it is mentioned that we should not cry, because the dead soul will be forced to eat all the flames, all the tears and all that. Once I went for, there was one dead, so they invited us, Krishna, to do some pratani bhajans. So I was doing bhajans, while the Iyer was doing the rites and all that. And then Iyer was asking, time is ready, can you call all the daughters? None of the daughters were there, only one daughter was there. And that one daughter happened to be Hare Krishna, who she was there. And other daughters were missing. And somebody came and said, the daughters are fighting in the room, who's going to take Amma's necklace? Can you imagine? They're fighting in the room. Who going to be Amma's necklace? No? They're fighting in the room. So this is the nature of the matter of the world now. So it is mentioned in Garuda Purana that once the soul departed, the soul will live 3 days in fire, 3 days in water, and next 3 days in the air. And on the 10th day, the soul will get the complete body, which is called Pinda Sariram, which is made of Pinda on the 10th day, and on the 13th day, the soul will depart to Yamaloka. On the 13th day after that. This is mentioned in Garuda Purana. And after that, let's say after the cremation, they come back to the house, they clean the house, they put the picture, they do first offering, they padaluche, sami kamchi, all that, they do offering, correct? That should be the first pinda. You must offer first pinda, one pinda. That is called the first day. You must offer first pinda, one pinda. Second day, you must offer two pinda, two balls. Third day, three. Fourth, like that. Up to 10 days. 10 days, you must offer 10 pinda. Because when they offer, first day, the soul will get a head. They'll make a... That is why they call Pinda Sarira. Sarira means body, Pinda means rice for made of Pinda. You'll get a body. So first day, they'll get a head. Second day, they'll get ears, eyes, something like that. Nah? So up to 10 days, you must do them. Okay, must offer Pinda. Nowadays, many people don't do that. They do not know. Then I asked Maharaj, one Maharaj, Bhakti Mukunda Maharaj from Malaysia, he's very expert. I asked him, what will happen if they don't offer Pinda? You know what he said? The dead person will never have a hand, no head, no legs, deformed, incomplete body will go. Yes. This is what will happen. They don't have a pinda, incomplete body, for 1 year will be suffering. Can you imagine? So you have to do this, okay? This is where the Yamaloka. You know there are 14 planetary systems, correct? Earth is at the 7th planetary system. There are 6 above Earth and there are 7 below Earth. And Patala Loka is the lowest. Patala Loka. Okay? And below Patala Loka is Garuda Ocean. That's where Vishnu. Right? And in between Garuda Ocean and Patala Loka, that's where Yamaloka. And that's where Hellish Planet, Naraga. Okay? In between. This is where Yamaloka and then hellish planets. Okay? So now the journey the soul gonna go through is up to here, Yamaloka. Okay? And according to the science, the earth and the sun is 149 million. Okay? Distance. Earth and moon is under 384,000 kilometers. Earth and Yamaloka is 1.032 million kilometers. 88,000 yojanas. You translated that, becomes about 1.032 million kilometers. That's the distance between Earth and Yamaloka. That is the distance the soul going to travel for 1 year. Right? Okay? It is mentioned in Garuda Purana that if a child, any child less than 2 years old died, means you should not cremate. You should bury. Okay? Any child less than 2 years old, they die, you should bury. You should not cremate. Sannyasi, you should not cremate. You should samadhi, bury them. Other than these two, you should cremate. Okay? Other than these two, sannyasi and child less than 2 years old, you should bury them. Others, you should cremate. Okay? It is mentioned that the soul will travel in 1 year to Yamaloka. Okay, will travel. And it will travel 2,000 yoja equivalent to 4,446 kilometers a day. The soul will travel after that to Yamaloka. Okay? About 4.4 thousand kilometers a day. And you know how they travel? The soul will travel at the speed of wind. The soul will travel at the speed of wind. That's how they travel. That's how they can complete 4,000 by walking. Can you imagine? Walking 4,000 kilometers. They have to walk a day. Okay, so in a year they reach Yamaloka. That is 80,000 kilometers. In that 1 year, to Yamaloka, the soul will travel across by 16 cities. Not Bangalore city, huh? Okay, why Prabhu no Bangalore city? Huh? Okay, they will travel through 16 cities. Okay, in 1 year. When the soul reach 8 city and 9 city, Vichitra Bhavana and Bhavapada, there is one river in between. There is one river in between which is called Vaitarani river. And the soul has to cross that river. And the worst part is that you can't see the other side of the river. That means so huge. You can't see the other side. And the worst part, the river is made of what? Urine. Plant, blood, mucus, pus, all that. And you can see thousands of body, dead body in the water. And there's a crocodile, the fish, and you have to cross by. Can you imagine? And then, but there's one boat. There's one boat at the side, at the bank of the river. And there's a man. He'll ask for a ticket. He'll ask for a ticket to cross the road, to cross the river. He'll ask a ticket. You know what's the ticket? No ticket last. I forgot to bring ticket last. No ticket. You know what's the ticket? Guess. How donation? Yes. Godana. Godana is mentioned. You do any charity, yes, but especially Godana. It is mentioned in Garuda Purana. Any charity is good, you can cross in the boat, but the best is Godana, it is mentioned. Okay? So please, while we are living, at least do some Godana. That's a ticket. Okay? It is mentioned there. Otherwise, those who have never done any charity or dana, the Yamatuda will kick. So, and they will, they will fall into the river. They will start swimming. So this is mentioned in Garuda Purana. So please, while we are living, at least try to do some charity. Okay, you can sponsor Prashant every week here program. Right? You can give some Godana. There are so many cows in India. You can give. Please at least try to do. I'd like to share one story. A real story happened recently in the community of Punjabi. Okay, this happened in the community of Punjabi. Sikh religion story. Real story happened. This was shared by one of the speakers from Chaupati. I heard from YouTube. He spoke while giving Bhagavatam. He spoke this story. So I'd like to share with you. There was one lady. Her name was Harpan's Kaur. And then, every time devotees, they go to bhajan, Sikh devotees, when they go to bhajans, prayers, satsanga, everywhere they go, they will see one lady sitting in front. Everywhere. They go, they will see one lady sitting in front, same lady sitting in front. Then one day, they ask the lady, who are you? We are seeing you are everywhere, every satsanga, you are there. How come you have developed such a faith, enthusiasm to be in the satsanga? And the lady explained her story. She said, my name is Harpan's Kaur. Actually, I never liked all these satsanga, these prayers, I never liked. I never attended any satsanga. My friend, my family member used to invite me, but I always declined or refused to give them some kind of an excuse. I never liked to attend. And then, one day, my friend told me there's one satsanga. Why don't you come? Since I got nothing to do at home, I decided to go and join. So I was sitting in the satsanga listening to the bhajans and all that. for 20 minutes. After that, I got bored. I left the place. I went back home because I felt hot. I left, I went back home. After some times, I got some kind of disease and I died. I died. When I died, I saw few creatures. She said, she didn't know that they were Yamadutas, She couldn't see Yamadutas. Actually, they were Yamadutas. She said, few creatures came and took my soul. They were beating me, they were dragging me, they were torturing me. Then I said, why you're doing this to me? I'm a pious lady. I used to help people, poor people, and all that. Why you are doing this to me? And they said, whatever you have done, you already get the reaction, the benefit in the world itself. Whatever you have done, you got the reaction in the world itself. Okay? So from this we can understand, whether you are Muslim, whether you are Christian, whether you are Buddhist, Chinese, American, whatever, after we die, only one law. Okay? All of us only one law. Only when we live in this world, we say, I am a Muslim, I have a different set of rules, Christian, different set of rules and all that. But after we die, no more Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, no more. Because after we die, only soul. So you have to understand. Okay? Only one law after we die. So you have to understand that. Of course, when you go and tell Muslim, they won't believe. You go and tell Christian, you won't believe. Correct? And then they were dragging her. Maybe it's too dark, I think. Is it too dark? We can on that light. Oh, now I'm running on. Oh, already there. Okay. So, they were taking her, and then they reached a river. And that river was actually White Mountain River. She couldn't explain because she didn't know. She said, then they brought me to the river. I could see thousands of dead bodies in the river. And his body made of blood, pus, urine, she said. And then the Yamadutas asked her, you have to swim the river. Yes. They said, we have to swim the river. And she was crying. She said, I was crying. I don't know what to do. I was scared. I was crying. And then one lady appeared. One beautiful lady appeared. And she said, please don't cry. Do not be scared. I will help you to cross the river. This actual story happened in Punjabi community. The lady told, this was narrated by one Chaupati. You listen on YouTube, on lecture, he told this story. And the lady said, you don't worry, I'll help you to cross the river. And then she helped the lady to cross the river. And then she was leaving, she was walking, she was doing the prayer. And this husband asked her, hey, who are you? Why you help me? And the lady said, do you remember one you spent 20 minutes in Satsanga? And that 20 minutes Satsanga, I'm that one. I'm that 20 minutes Satsanga. So now all of you are here in Satsanga. Can you imagine how much this Satsanga is helping us? Right? Can you imagine? You can't imagine. Unbelievable. Right? This is what happened. And then they took her to Yamaraj. She said, one person was sitting. She doesn't know this Yamaraj. When I say Yamaraj, she doesn't say Yamaraj. She said, somebody was looking, sitting on the throne, somebody opened book and they read. You know what they said? Chitragupta said to the Yamaraj, you got the wrong Hanuman score. You got the wrong Hanuman score. Not this. They scolded Yamadutas. And then the Yamadutas brought her back to earth. And that time they were so nice to her. They brought her back. And when she opened the eyes, she saw she was on the bed, everybody cried, waiting for the funeral. And then she told the story to the family members. And at that very moment, her neighbor, husband's score, she died. They got the wrong husband's score.
They supposed to get her neighbor. Somehow they took her. Same husband's call. Maybe they also got confused. But anyway, this one, they usually Yamaduta don't make mistakes. Okay? Maybe their error probably one in, I don't know, 1 billion, 10 billion, 100 billion. Probably once they make an error. Usually they don't make it. So, she told, after that experience, I realized how important satsanga. So I'll never miss any satsanga in my life. She said. So all of you are coming here every Saturday, having satsanga. Can you make how much benefit you're going to derive? And this is spiritual benefit, not karma kanda. This spiritual benefit you can derive. So please don't waste this opportunity. Whenever there's a satsanga program, please go. Please go. Okay. And I am happy to see in India, I was in Shishadipuram. So, after work, I see many of them after work coming, history class, going back home late. Amazing. So nice. But when you have program Sunday, then we will come. Weekday they won't come. Busy Prabhu work, all this reason. Okay, they do not know the benefit of satsanga. Okay. So after 30 days, when the soul started the journey towards Yamaloka, then next thing you have to do Masika Pinda, monthly offering of Pinda. You must do. Okay? You must do this. You go to the temple, you give the date. When they pass away, the ayar, the pujari, they will give you 12 months. Every month, when is the tithi? So you have to do Masika Pinda offering. This is very important. Many nowadays they don't do this. They don't do. I don't know, because they don't know. So it is mentioned Garuda Purana they must do Masika Pinda. Because when you do Masika Pinda, remember I told you they'll go by 1660s. So first month you do, when they reach Yamyapuri, they will take rest and they will eat your offering. Whatever you offer, they will eat. Second, at the city of Sauripura, second month Masika Pinda, they will eat. Like that, they will eat up to 12 months. This is mentioned in Garuda Purana. Okay? It's very important to offer because they only will have food to eat when you offer. If you don't offer, they will never get. And the worst part, the Yamadutas also, we have to eat that. If you don't offer, if there's no food, they'll beat the soul. They beat, torture. Because they also have to eat that food. That is why very important to Masika Pinda. Many times I told them, some people say, no, we don't do. Ayur said, don't have to do, you do after 1 year. Some people said, you have to do Masika Pinda after 1 year. I say, why you want to do after 1 year? By then they already reach Yamaloka. I asked them, why you offer Masika Pinda? I asked them, why? Edukkaga Masika Pinda? They will eat during the journey. They will eat. That is the purpose you offer Masika Pinda. Padela, because they have to eat. What's the point you offer after 1 year? By then they will reach Yamaloka. But they don't understand because they don't read scripture. Okay? And then, remember the 16th city, the soul will go is Bahubeti, not Bahubali. Bahubeti. That is the 16th city they will reach. And they will eat the 1 year Sraddha offering. The 12th month. Okay? The 12th month, you have to do big. You have to call Ayar, to do Yagya, give dana, you have to feed devotees on the 12th 1 year Sraddha, because that is the last place they will eat the Masika Pinda, 12th month. 1 year they will eat. Okay? And after that, they will get a new body. Remember, along the journey of 1 year, their body is called Pindam Sarira. It's made of Pindam. You know how it looks like? The Pindam Sarira on the 10th day, I told you correct, after they died on the 10th day, they'll get a full body. You know how it looked like the Pindam Sarira? Anybody can guess? You know, when we were small, while bathing, we used to play with the soap balloon. We used to blow with the soap. You remember anybody? Yes. So we could blow with the soap, a balloon, correct? That is how the Pindam Sarira looked like. Airy body. It is mentioned Garuda Purana. Airy body. It looks like that. Okay? That is a body on the 13th day, the Pindam Sarira. And after the soul have eaten on the 12th month, the soul will get a new body. A new body made of what? Made of the 12th month Pindam offering. Made of whatever punya on earth the family perform. Whatever punya they do, whatever dana punya, whatever punya they did, that punya they will take to make the body of that soul. Plus the punya of that 12-month offering, Pinda offering. It is mentioned there. That is very important. Why? In 1 year, you have to do as much as possible punya. I mean, those outside people, danam la, help children's la, whatever punya you offer, that is punya they'll take to make the body before the soul enters Yaduraj palace. And after that, with that body, the soul will enter Yaduraj palace with that body. You all getting my flow? Roughly, okay? It is mentioned a nice wisdom, words of wisdom. Knowledge is the friend of one who goes abroad. Wife is the friend at home. Doctor is the friend for the sick person. Dhanam is the friend for the dying person. It is mentioned. Correct? Dhanam, charity. So whoever dying is best going to offer dhanam, charity. Every punya will get. It is mentioned. Okay? In Mahabharata, all of you aware why Bhishma Tata, when Bhishma Tata, he was lying on a bed of arrow, he was about to die. And Yudhishthira will ask Bhishma Dev so many questions, how to rule the kingdom. And one of the questions Yudhishthira will ask Bhishma Dev is that, Tata, he said, grandsire, who will live very long in hell? Who will live very long in hell? Let me ask you the question. Anybody? Who will live very long in hell? Mataji? Guess. Guess, never mind. You not necessarily must be right. Just guess. Who will live very long in hell?
One who does not perform charity.
One does not perform charity. What else? Mataji? Huh? One troubles a Vaishnava.
One who has done a lot of sins.
Those who have done so much sin.
Sinful activities.
Sinful activities.
One who does not do the Pitru Karma.
The one never perform Pitru Karma. Okay, what else?
One did not perform the Shraddha.
Shraddha, never perform Shraddha. Okay. You know what Bhishma Dev told Yudhishthira? Who will live very long in the hell? He said, when a poor Brahmana comes to you, I'm hungry. And he said, yes, you come to my house, I'll give some food. And when the poor Brahmana is sitting in front of your house, asking for some food, you say, go away. I have no food to give you. Those who did that will live very long in the house. That was the answer given by Bhishma Dev. Okay, he never said, kill a Brahmana, kill a cow. He said this. The poor Brahmana come and he promised her to give food and he comes from her house. He said, no, food, go away. This person will live very long in the house. That was the answer given by Bhishma Dev. Once one Swami went to a house, a rich man's house. Then he went to the house. Then he was talking to the owner of our house. He said, while I was entering your house, in front of your house, I saw so many flags. I saw so many flags. What it means? Why are you having so many flags in front of your house? And the man said, oh Swami, my hobby is to collect gold coins. Every time I manage to reach 10,000 gold coins, I will raise one flag. Every time I manage to raise 10,000 gold coins, I raise one flag. Then the Swami said, wow, so many flags, that means you have so many gold coins. You must be so rich. Yeah. I'm very rich. Now my hobby, my whole life, I'm earning so many gold coins. I have so many gold coins. And then the Swami said, then he was about to leave. Then the Swami said, I'm leaving now. And the Swami took a needle from his pocket and gave the man. And the Swami said, next time I see you, I'll collect it from you. Then he left. While he was leaving, the owner asked the Swami, wait. Next time you say we'll collect, when will the next will be? When next time? And the Swami said, next life I collect from you. Swami said, next life I collect from you? The man said, what do you mean next life, Swami? How am I going to take this needle next life? The Swami said, you can't even take this needle. How are you going to take all the gold coins with you? To get with you after dying? Then the man realized how futile he was. And then he realized, that's the nature. That's the nature. You can't even bring one coin. How many of you know Patinatar? Patinatar. You all know. Patinatar there, he's a rich man. In South India, he's a rich man. He owns so many ships. His business import and export. He's a millionaire. He has hundreds of people working for him. One day, his ship were coming on the sea. But it was a heavy rain, a heavy thunderstorm. And the ship sank. All the goods, thousands, hundreds of thousands worth of goods were almost sank, gone with the ship. And this man, one of his staff were running and telling, Sir, Allah pochi, everything gone. The ship sank. Then Pandita, he just said, she was shocked. He couldn't accept the fact that he lost thousands of dollars. He was sitting in a shock, state of shock. And that moment, there was one boy. He came and told him, Sir, உங்களுக்கு இவ்வளவு பணம் இருக்குல்ல, இவ்வளவு கோடி பணம் இருக்கு, you have millions of dollars. நீங்க செத்து போனா ஒரு உடஞ்சி ஊசி கூட வராது தெரியும். ஒரு உடஞ்சி ஊசி கூட சுருக்காட வராது. If you die, not even a broken needle will come to the graveyard with you. Then he realized, அப்பதான், I have millions of dollars, ஒரு உடஞ்சி ஊசி கூட வராது சுருக்காடுக்கு. Then he realized. And after that, he had to become a great devotee, Lord Muruga. So that is the nature. We have to understand. We can't bring even a broken needle. When the soul entering Yamaloka's palace, there are 4 gates. There are 4 gates to enter Yamaraj's palace. North, south, east, west. 3 of the gates are meant for those pious souls. Those who have done punya in the life and who are meant to go to Shwarga Loka, to heaven. They will enter one of the 3 gates. But those who are sinful, who are meant to go to hell, will enter the southern gate. It's up to you which gate you want to go to. So which gate, Prabhu?
Southern gate.
Second gate, huh?
No.
Oh, southern gate?
No. Except southern gate.
Except southern, lucky. I thought you prefer southern gate. Mataji, which gate, Mataji?
Except southern gate.
Why you want to go to Yamaloka? If you don't want to go to Yamaloka, you want to go to Vaikuntha. Okay. So don't talk, devotee, don't talk about all this gate. I told you just now, correct? Okay. Okay, it is mentioned. Finally, the soul will stand in front of Yamaloka. Yamaraj. Finally, after 1 year. The soul finally reached Yamaloka and Chitragupta will open the book. Chitragupta will open the book and Chitragupta will weigh punya and sin. He'll weigh. He'll weigh your punya and sin. That's all. He doesn't go individual sin, individual soul. It is mentioned by Maharaj. Ask him how he expects to be. Then Chitragupta will weigh total punya, total sin. Okay? If your punya, total punya is more than your sin, The soul, Yamara will send the soul to heaven. Swargaloka. If punya more than sin. Okay? If your sin is more than punya, they will send to hell. Okay? When you go to heaven, you enjoy your punya. Once your punya finished, you won't go to hell. You'll be born on earth to suffer your sin. Okay? The sin, maybe 10% sin, 90% punya. You go to Swargaloka, you enjoy 90%, and you'll be born on earth to suffer the 10% sin. You'll be born blind, born only, born in a poor country, you'll suffer the sin. Okay? If you go to hell, you have 90% sin, 10% punya, you go to hell, suffer, and be born on the earth to enjoy the 10% punya you have done. Okay? That is how. Then one boy asked me in Madurai, Prabhu, how 50-50? 50% punya, 50% sin. What will happen? What will happen? Asking this question, what will happen if you have 50-50?
He will come back to earth only.
He won't go to heaven, he won't go to hell, he will be born on earth. Okay? He won't go neither into heaven or hell. Okay? These are the people who will witness all our activities. It is mentioned our activities, whether it's a negative activities or positive activities. Chitragupta will have his agents, 12 people for earth, 12 people, his agent, 12 people they are called Shravanas, and the lady, for ladies they are called Shravanis. They will watch all our activities. They will record. Okay? They will record, and second person who? Paramatma. Krishna Paramatma, he'll record. And these two people will give the report to Chitragupta, and Chitragupta will give the report to Yamaraj, and Yamaraj will give the punishment. Okay? So this is how Garuda Purana explains. And then, once you are there in front of Yamaraj, you cannot tell, hey, I never done that, no? Who have seen? Who have witnessed? You can say that. You know why? There will be witness. There will be witness coming to what do you call that? Tell. You know who are the witness? Bhumadevi will come. Bhumadevi will come. Vayudevi will come. Surya will come. Chandra will come. Kala will come. Your eyes will speak. Your tongue will speak. Your hand will speak. All these will speak. What are you going to tell? What are you going to tell? Nothing. You can tell nothing. Right? So this is how the punishment is given. And it is also mentioned beside Yamaraj palace, Chitragupta's palace, and surrounding Chitragupta palace are the houses of headache, pacification of headache, pacification of cholera, pacification of typhoid, kala, indigestion, pain, unconscious. There is a pacification. Yes, all these. It is mentioned in Garuda Purana. Surrounding. North of Chitragupta palace is cholera's house. South is pain. It is mentioned there. All these are pacification. Okay? And it is mentioned, sinful life leads to hell. So that is why we must avoid sinful activities. And then in Krishna consciousness, Srila Prabhupada had given us 4 regular principles. Was sinful activity, we must avoid drinking, illicit sex, gambling and meat eating, because this carries heavy sins. These 4 carries heavy sins. So that is why it's Prabhupada had given us that we must avoid this minimum 4 sin. On the 12th day, on the Karmadi, when you do Karmadi on 12th day or 13th day, the Brahmana, you must give certain item as donation to the Brahmana to perform the yajna. Garuda Purana mentioned these. These are the items you must give as donation to the Brahmana. Because when you give these, they will get. It is mentioned in Garuda Purana, if you give shoes as a donation, they'll get a horse. They'll get a shoe, they'll get a horse. The dead person, it is mentioned in Garuda Purana. If you give a donation of an umbrella, they'll get a shade, they'll get a clothes. It is mentioned. That is why you have to give donation to the Brahmanas who perform the yajna. And it is mentioned, if you give donations of clothes, they'll get shade, they'll clothes, they'll be happily walking towards Yamaloka. If you give dana to the Brahmana. Okay? So these are items. But nowadays, you can see the Brahmanas don't even know. They say, just give me cash. They just speak cash. Because they do not know what's the benefit. Those days, I'm sure Amma la, Auntie la, those days, Kala la, Kandipa Kumpinga. Koda, Koda Sapate, Viti. Those things. Nowadays, all Kali Yuga, they stop all that. And it is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, if one performs the Shraddha ceremony of oblation to the forefather on Ekadasi Tithi, this is very dangerous. You must understand, never perform Shraddha on Ekadasi Tithi. This is Bhagavatam, Prabhupada mentioned that.
So what if falls on the Ekadasi?
Next day, you do the Shraddha next day on Dwadasi Tithi. Okay? That is what is mentioned. You should know, if you do, the performer, the forefather, the priest all go to hell. So heavy. Heavy. This is statement in Bhagavatam Prabhu. So heavy. But many people do, 1 month ago, I went, they invited. They did no negativity. What to do? We just do prayers and we just pray for the soul. They did no negativity. Karmadi. So,
10 days pinda.
Let's say when you perform, ask this question, 10 days pinda vikram. And Ekadasi fall within one of the days. What to do? Maharaj said, don't offer pinda, next day you offer. If Ekadasi falls on 8th day, the next day, the 9th day, you just offer 9 pinda. On the 8th day, you don't offer. No pinda. That's the answer given. Okay?
Prabhuji, Pindadana has to be done by son only? Or
Not necessary, Prabhu. It is mentioned not necessary.
daughter
Even anybody can do, put a picture, offer, pinda, they'll go through. It's not mentioned specifically son. But of course, the family member, the son is the best person. It is mentioned. Some families don't have son. Okay? Then their brothers can do, the relative can do, it is mentioned there. Okay, so please aware. Then on Ekadasi Tithi, don't do Shraddha. You do the next day. Okay? Okay, let me explain to you out of body experience. How many of you have experienced this before? Out of body. Anybody here? Anybody experience? Nobody here?
I heard about astral projection.
Yes, something like that. Something. That means the soul out of the body. Okay? Out of the body experience, maybe I can share some. There was my friend. When I was working in a company in Malaysia, one day I was in a canteen having some drink. And my friend happened to sit with me. He said, you know that I've died once. He said, he started with that. He said, I've died once. I said, what do you mean you've died once? And he explained the story. Really, you are. When I was about 6-7 years old, he was a Chinese man. When I was 6-7 years old, I was living in a flat, in an apartment kind of flat, with a mother, no father. One day while I was playing in the balcony of my apartment, I fell down. The moment I saw myself floating, he said, I saw myself, that means he had died. His soul and subtle body were out from the body. And he was floating, he said. He was floating, he could see his body. Blood, in the nose, eyes. Then he saw many people surrounding his body. He cannot communicate, but he saw. And then he said, he was so light, floating, he said. was so light, floating, he said. And then, you know how he explained to me? He said, I could not see my leg. I didn't have leg, he said. He said, he gave me the example, analogy of incense. You know when you burn incense, the smoke come out,
Incense.
the smoke connected to the tip of the incense, something like that. He said, I was connected to the navel of my body, he said. I was connected like a genie. Have you seen genie? Genie. Right? You can see, right? Connected to the lamp, correct? Something like that, he said. I said, I was floating. I feel so light, he said. Then, he said, at that moment, I thought of my elder brother. His elder brother was working in Singapore. The moment he thought of his elder brother, he was in the office of his elder brother in Singapore. How? How? Because they travel at the speed of mind. Subtle body travel at the speed of mind. He was in the office. He saw his elder brother was in the office. He was communicating, calling his elder brother, but he couldn't realize, he couldn't hear. You see. Then after that, immediately he thought of his mother. And his mother was shopping in market. Went market buying vegetables. Then he saw his mother buying. He was calling his mother. But his mother couldn't realize and he couldn't hear. But he said his mother became restless. He said that. His mother became restless. So, you see, there's some kind of communication, He said, there's some, I do not know, but some kind you can communicate. That is why, you see, sometimes, people can communicate with dead souls. Have you seen? I've seen me. Those young days used to go because my father used to bring, because I was saying, Samiyar Arul. Arul Purana. Ambale, all that, Once I went, one guy, he used to enter trance, and he's Bhadrakali, Bhadrakali, Surgadi Kali. So I was sitting, my mother was there, he was, was in trance. Then he was talking, He was talking to that Bhadrakali, talking and answering me, answering my father. Then asked him, who you are talking with? I'm speaking to Bhadrakali, Surgadi Kali. Then I asked how she looked like. She looked like tongue of the tongue. And then Mudi, beside me. So that's why he said. So some people can communicate. So he said, my mother became restless. And she immediately bought, and she immediately paid, and she immediately boarded bus back home. And then he came back. He came back to the scene. All of a sudden, he felt pain. All of a sudden, he felt pain. He realized he was back in his body. He realized then he was yearning, pain. He came back to the body. He told me that experience. So, when I told this story to a friend, he asked me, then what happened? Did he die? Did he become alive? Then I said, of course he's alive. That's why he told me the story. So this is out of body experience. And the best pastime story is by Adi Shankaracharya. A wonderful story where Adi Shankara himself experienced out of body experience. Adi Shankaracharya went throughout India debating. He went to debate. And he came to one village where one great poet he resided. His name was Madana Mishra. He's a Grahastha. Okay? And Adi Shankaracharya and Madana Mishra engaged in a, wonderful debate, heavy debate, because Madana Mishra never had been beaten before. Before he had this debate with Adi Shankaracharya. And Mother Mishra's wife Bharati, she became the judge. But she was a great poet, Pandit, and she became the judge. And Adi Shankaracharya was engaged in debate, and Mother Mishra was losing. And Bharati, she realized that her husband going to lose. When she realized her husband going to lose, and Bharati said to Adi Shankaracharya, you have defeated my husband, but he's only half of whole thing. I'm the another half. You have to defeat me also. Then it's complete. Because the wife is considered half, husband is half, wife is a half. You have to defeat me also, Bharati said. And immediately Bharati was engaged in a debate with Adi Shankaracharya. And Bharati knew she cannot defeat Adi Shankaracharya in Tattva. And she purposely spoke about Kama Sutra. And Adi Shankaracharya is a sannyasi. He didn't know anything about Kama Sutra. And when Bharati was talking about Kama Sutra, Adi Shankaracharya couldn't say anything. And Bharati said, Adi Shankaracharya, Swami, you are sannyasi. You don't know anything about Kama Sutra. So whatever you say is only speculation. So you have to accept defeat. And Adi Shankaracharya said, no. You give me 1 month period. And I'll come back to debate with you after 1 month. And then Adi Shankaracharya came back to his disciple. And he told his disciple, I'll go into Jivan Samadhi for 1 month. You have to protect my body for 1 month. And that moment, Adi Shankaracharya, his soul came up from the body. And his soul entered a body of a king who just passed away. King Amaruk. He just passed away. And Adi Shankaracharya entered the body of a king. And with the queen, he was living in having engaged as a relationship with husband and wife for 1 month. And he understood Kama Sutra. And after 1 month, Adi Shankaracharya came out from the body of the king and re-entered the body, and then he debated with Bharati and defeated. So that is a pastime of Adi Shankaracharya, which one of it out of a body experience. Okay? So it is mentioned that remember I told you, when the person has more punya than sin, the person will go to heaven. With the punya, they will be born in the heaven. And after they have diminished their punya, they will be born again on earth. You know how they will be born? The process, it is mentioned, Bhagavatam, Purport very nicely explained. Step by step, it is mentioned. First, they will enter, the soul will enter the clouds, the rain in the clouds from heaven. It will fall down. You know how it is mentioned? They will be in heaven, enjoying. The punya will diminish. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 0. Immediately you will die. Wherever you are having, immediately you will die, the soul will fall. Will fall. Will fall. Like a wind. You can see the soul fall. It is mentioned. You will see the soul, you are falling from the heaven. Falling. And the soul will enter the rains in the clouds. And then the rains drop to the earth, will enter the grains. The soul will enter the grains. And then it will be eaten by Ramasami or Punisami. Okay? Then we'll eat. And then the woman will get pregnant. And then a baby is born. This is how Bhagavatam explained how the soul falls down from heaven to earth, step by step. You will read Bhagavatam, is explained there. Okay? And then in Srimad Bhagavatam, Kapila Muni, Canto 3, chapter 31, very nicely Kapila Muni will explain this Mother Devotee, how step by step, first week, the child grow in the womb of a mother. First week, first month, second month, third month, detailed explanations is given by Kapila Muni. Okay? So, next, I'm going to show you a computer generated video, how explaining, showing The development of the fetus in the womb of a mother. So you have to put the sound. I need the mic for you. Yeah. Use the projector. Sit down, bro.
What is the next body you are going to get? You must have information.
In third canto, chapter 30, Kapilamana explained this. Very nicely he explained how the child developed in the womb of a mother. According to the karma, the soul will enter the particular womb of the mother. Hundreds of women will find the body of the mother. Child will remember 100 births, 100 previous births, the child is lucky. Bhagavad says that. soul, the child will pray to the Lord. That's why they pray to the Lord. You pray to the Lord. Because of my previous karma, I'm suffering now in this womb. The child will pray the Lord. So the child will repent. Whatever sin they have done, they will repent. So ask for forgiveness. We pray the Lord. I've done a lot of mistakes, faults in my life. So I'm suffering in the body of my mother now. So beaten by worms in the blood, stool, and urine. Suffering the pain for the mother's food, whatever food you eat. So the child will count when I'm going to come out for the body. Will count the days. We will continue to pray. So on the 9th month, the child will experience a push. A strong pain will push the child. A strong wind will push, and it's time to take birth. So when the child comes out from the womb of a mother, there is Janma, birth again in this material world. And Maya will capture us. I will go through disease, birth, disease, old age, and finally Mrityu, death. This was taken by our Bhakti Vedanta Research Academy in Calcutta. They produced this video, so we should thank them very nicely, done by them. So that is how the soul will take birth again in this material world. And I want to share a pastime. This may be sensitive to Mataji's, please pardon me. This is anyway is a knowledge. This is how knowledge on when Mataji's women will experience, every month will experience a period, a day or period where they'll go through a difficult situation in their life. So in our Shastra Purana explain why women have to go through every month the day or period where they have the menses every month. So once Lord Indra was in heaven, was enjoying the dance of the Apsaras. And at that time his spiritual master Brihaspati came. But Indra was so much immersed, absorbed in the dance of the Apsara, he didn't notice that his spiritual master came. And his spiritual master left in an angry mood. Yes, so Indra has offended his spiritual master. And then, after the Indra start to lose everything, his body feature, his property, so everything he start to lose, the whole Indra Loka become fading. They were losing everything. And then Indra went and approached Lord Brahma. He told me that I offended my spiritual master. Because of that I'm suffering. I have no spiritual master. Lord Brahma will tell, it's okay. For time being, you and your sisters, don't play joke. So how?
Maybe she'll wear a different
Huh?
Maybe she'll wear a different perfume so that he can recognize.
No, mother, let's say both are the same clothes, so same, everything same. Let's say how they can recognize.
By showing some gold gift.
Show you some gold gift.
Probably your sister will be more attractive.
Probably Prabhu, sisters, why is he acting then how? So here given, what you have to do, you go and pinch the wife, the waist, go and pinch. If you pinch your wife, if you scream at you, she's your wife. If she smiles at you, she's sister-in-law. Please, don't go and try this, Prabhupada சொன்னாரு.
Oh, what is the punishment for this?
Prabhu is asking, what is the punishment? I said, yeah. Okay, Garuda Purana says there are 6 things. Never lose the purity. You can use how many times? Kusagras, fire, mantra, Tulsi, Brahma, and cow. Use how many times? Million times, 100 times, one time. They never lose the purity. The purity remains the same. You never diminish. These 6 things it is mentioned. Okay? Okay, I'm going to end. Let me tell you a story. This story is mentioned in Garuda Purana. This also I heard from one Chaupati from Garuda Prabhu was giving a class and he narrated the story from Garuda Purana. One, there was a man and he has a girlfriend. And they are supposed to be there by appointment, they are supposed to meet at a beach. And the man was holding a rose flower as a gift to his girlfriend. While he was waiting for the girlfriend, he was playing at the side of the beach. There was a heavy oceans and waves coming, he was playing. All of a sudden, he fell into the ocean and he was dragged to the middle of the ocean. He was dragged. This is a real story, happened in Garuda Purana. He was dragged and he didn't know how to swim and he knew he was going to die. When he knew he was going to die, he was holding the rose flower. So he decided, let me at least offer this rose flower to the Lord. And he threw the rose flower and he was saying, oh my Lord, let me offer this rose flower to your lotus feet. And he died. After he died, he was brought to Yamaloka. And Yamaraj Chitragupta was reading and he said, Yamaraj said, you have done so many sins. You have to go to hell. But last moment, you have done something good. So I can't send you to hell. So, for that offering, last moment you offered 1 flower to the lotus feet of Lord. For that, you will get 20 seconds to live in heaven. 20 seconds, you can be born in heaven. 20 seconds. And then, next moment, he was born in heaven. He was in heaven. Beautiful palace. And he saw garden flowers, so many flowers. And then he saw God was standing with the swan. Then he knew he only had 20 seconds. Immediately he went to the God, he took the sword, he went to the garden, he cut every flower, he said, Purushottama Lord, I am offering you, Damodara Lord, I am offering you, every flower he cut and offered to the Lord. After 20 seconds, Yamaraj came. I can't do anything, you better remain here in heaven and go. This is the benefit. This is Garuda Purana, this story mentioned. Can you imagine all of us offering every day? You just offer one, even Pattapushpa, right? Just one leaf, tulsi leaf, 1 flower. Can you imagine how much benefit? Can we even, we can't conceive how much we're indebted to Prabhupada. Prabhupada have saved us, Can you imagine how much lucky we are to be here in the ISKCON movement and to be here, all of you, every Saturday, every Satsanga. We can't imagine. That's why we are so much indebted to Prabhupada. Prabhupada ki Jai. So, in Garuda Purana is mentioned, if a dying person have any one of the six, when he died, if he died on Ekadasi, if he observed on Ekadasi and died, or he was reading Bhagavad Gita and he died, or he was having Ganga water in his mouth and died, or he's having Tulsi prachar on his mouth and died, or he was having Charnamarta from the Vishnu's lotus feet, or he was having the lotus name of Vishnu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare. Garuda Purana says he will attain mukti. That's it. That's it. Whether you are sinful, more sinful person, nothing mentioned. If you have any one of these six, when you die, moksha, nityam, liberation, Vaikuntha nityam. What Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita 8:6, what a state of being one remember when he quit his body, oh son of Kunti, that said he will attain without fail. And Krishna said, Antikala Jamami was correct. And whoever remembers me at time of death, I'll come and take him back to Vaikuntha. Correct? Krishna promised you. For that, Srila Prabhupada have saved us. And Krishna finally says, Sarvataram Parivjam Amekam Saranaraja Am Tam Sarvapapivjam Nakseshe Masicha. Abandon all religion. I spoken to you 1.5 hours. Even my throat got dry. 1.5 hours I have spoken to you. Everything you can throw into the garbage. Just one slide enough. Just send it to Krishna, correct? Just one slide here, enough. For devotee, I just be one slide next time, enough, buddy. Correct? Just one, just send it to Krishna. That's it. You can avoid everything, whatever I have spoken to you. In 1.5 hours, everything can be avoided just by surrendering to Krishna. You know the story of Ajamila, correct? Ajamila was saved by the Vishnudutas because he called the name of Narayana. And after that, Yamaduta went to Yamaloka and saw Yamaraj. This is Srimad Bhagavatam. You know what Yamaraj said? My dear servant, please do not approach such devotees. This is Bhagavatam. For they have fully surrendered to the lotus feet of the Supreme Person, the Godhead. They are equal to everyone. And their narration are sung by the demigod. Can you imagine? The greatest of devotees sung by the demigod, by the Siddha Lokas. Please do not even go near them. He is telling Yamadutas. They are always protected by the cloud of the Supreme Person Godhead. And therefore Lord Brahma and I, and even the time factor, are not competent to chastise them. This is for all of you. Right? If you surrender to Krishna, this is what Yamana said this. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Yamaduta, Atta Ajamila's episode. Okay? Okay, thank you very much. Now I'm going to have a quiz for 5 minutes. Can you open the light?
Yes, Prabhu.
One light.
Lights. Oh, I can switch on all lights.
Okay, I'm going to have a quiz. Okay, first question to the children. One question to children. I have a present for you. Children, come sit here.
Sit.
Children, come sit if you answer. Children, come.
Yes, Prabhu.
One question, okay? Whoever know the answer must raise up your hand. Okay?
Don't say the answer, just raise up your hand.
Don't say the answer, just raise up. Okay, I'll give you a present. Only one question. Okay? Whoever knows the answer, raise up your hand. Okay? A wonderful kitchen now, Hanuman. You'll get. Okay, the question here. Look properly. If you know the answer, Raise up your hand. What's the answer? Okay. She. Okay, hold on. Let her. Krishna and Garuda! Sorry, I'm giving my left hand. Thank you. Okay, between Krishna and Garuda. This question is Krishna Mata. Okay, y'all can. Okay, Mataji. For y'all. Okay, I'll give you a CD, budget CD, very beautiful CD, very wonderful song, and a sticker of Jagannath. Okay, Mataji. Okay, you know, please raise your hand. Everyone else quiet, huh? This is okay. Spirit made of what? Mataji. Sachidananda! Mataji, sorry, I'm giving my left hand. Sorry. Prabhus! This is for Prabhus. Okay. One nice CD budget, jangan sika for Prabhus. Okay. You know the answer? Raise up your hand. What are the keys to be given to the pre-Brahma 12-13 day prayer? Okay, Prabhu. Hey, okay, answer lah. Umbrella.
Shoes, gold, cloth, and cow.
Stool.
Okay lah, he got stool now. Okay, come, give to him. Thank you very much. Very answer. Okay, thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki. Garuda Purana ki. Jai. Gaur Premanandi.
One second.